When the higher power chooses you, it doesn't give you an instruction book. It gives you hints, whispers, and signs. Don't think that signs are just a bunch of luck. Pay attention to them. If you look deep into them, you might find that they are leading you in the right direction. Here's how you can tell. You have been chosen. You are real. You're not the type of person who can pretend to be someone else. You'd rather leave a setting than fake your way through it if something doesn't feel right. It's just not in your nature to lie. You don't like it. You also don't get along well with people who aren't real, whether they're only interested in material things, love to talk about other people, or pick on others. You can't get along with them. You also have a special sense that lets you know when someone is acting fake. It's almost like you were born with the ability to tell when someone isn't being honest. It's one of the things that makes you special and shows that you were picked. You're not only honest with yourself, but you can also tell when other people are or aren't being honest. You want to know more. You're not the kind of person who is happy just going through the motions of everyday life. Some people find comfort in having the same routines every day, but you always feel like there's something bigger and better for you out there. Doing what everyone else does just to fit in seems like a trap you don't want to fall into. You know that there is more to life than having a normal job and following the rules of society. You don't seem to be held back by the things that keep other people from moving forward. You know, there's a big, amazing world out there to explore, one that is much more than just normal. You're deciding to take the road less traveled, as the artist Robert Frost said. You've decided to go a different way than most people do, and you know that this choice will make a big difference in your life. So much is happening to you. A lot of people are called, but only a few are picked. Whoever is picked is the best. They are strong and fight the most dangerous wars. As one of the chosen ones, your life is meant to be hard from the start. There is a reason for these problems. You get stronger and smarter from them. When you're going through rough times, you learn the skills and knowledge to help other people who are going through hard times. Your life gives you the tools to help people who are lost or in pain. In a way, the hard times you go through can stop many other people from going through the same pain and sadness. By facing your problems and getting through them, you make it easier for those who come after you. Every hard time, every pain, every fight, every test, and every task in your life happens for a reason. Nothing is thrown away. These things will help you grow as a person and give you the knowledge you need to make the world a better place. Even when you're going through hard times yourself, you still find the strength to help other people. You might not always be aware of it, but you are saving and healing them. You're not just taking care of yourself, you're also helping the people around you and making their lives better. You try to find the truth. You have always been someone who wants to know the truth. Even when you were young, you aren't afraid to ask why things are the way they are, or to disagree with what everyone else thinks. Other people might just do what they're told. You would rather follow your own heart and do things your way. You are always asking questions and trying to figure out what life is all about. You have a strong desire to learn more about the world and figure out its secrets. And you know that the world doesn't always hold the real truth. Most of the time, they're in you. Socrates, the famous Greek philosopher, said that a life without questions is not worth living. You actually think that? So you're on a trip to find out who you are and learn more about yourself. You're not just living your life, you're really looking into it to figure out what it's all about. How about you? You don't fit in. Another sign that you're a chosen one is that you're the black sheep of your family. You've always felt like you were different and didn't really fit in. You might have even thought you were adopted because you're so different from your family. You go the opposite way when everyone else does. Maybe you have different political views, or maybe you just see the world in a way that they don't. When you feel so different, you might feel alone or cut off from your family. It's like you're moving to the beat of a different drum, and no one else can hear what you're doing. It can be hard to feel like you're in your own world when you're with people who should make you feel at home. But it's also a sign that you are meant for something different and bigger than just fitting in with everyone else. You are a very nice person. Even though you've been hurt or taken advantage of in the past, you still choose to be nice and help others. That's because you have a very good heart, which is a big part of why God picked you. You're the kind of person who wants to make other people happy, and sometimes gives them more than they should. It's not because you're weak. You just love to help people. You can't help but help other people. You were born with it. Some people might think they're taking advantage of you, but you let it happen because you are a natural giver. Even if you don't get much in return, you feel most alive and like yourself when you're helping others. Your willingness to help others shows that you are unique and picked for a bigger reason. You have an inner knowing that tells you you're picked. You can try to ignore it as much as you want, but deep down you know it. It's like having a hunch. You can't stop feeling like you're here for something big. You just know you were put on this earth to make a difference. You feel like you've been around longer than your years, like you're an old person. You don't understand how things work on earth, like how people boss each other around and fight all the time. Sometimes you even feel like you belong somewhere else, far away from where you are now, and you miss that place. It's a strong feeling. You're not like everyone else, and you're not just here to go with the flow. You're here to make things better and change them. And no matter how hard you try to ignore it, it won't stop calling you. They don't like you, even if you haven't done anything wrong. Some people just don't like you. Even though you're a good person, this can be very confusing. This is because the good in you, the light in you, makes some people feel uncomfortable. It's like your light shows up the bad parts of them that they don't like. Your inner light will shine even brighter as you grow mentally. Even though a lot of people will love you for it, some may act strangely or even badly. It's important to remember that this is really about them and their problems, not you. So don't let anyone take away your shine. Keep being the great person you are and drop the bad things. Trust that the world has your back, and remember that you are led and protected from above. Don't worry about the people who don't get you. You're here for a bigger reason, so keep shining. You believe in something much bigger than you. You have a lot of respect for the forces of the world or God, which is not the case for everyone. You notice things that other people might not. You know that everything is going as it should and is part of a bigger plan. You are a light worker, which means that it is your job to bring light and love into the world. You know deep down that this is your real calling. You are directed and protected by higher forces because you have been given a very important job to do. You have nothing to worry about because you're on a road that was made just for you, and you're not taking it alone. So if you see any of the signs we talked about in the video, you should listen to the call. It is a message from a higher power telling you that you have a job to do while you are on Earth. If you are still watching, you are a loyal member of the Motivation The Ark family. Because of you, I can create more videos and offer insightful wisdom. We're glad you're part of our family. I hope you have a good life. Thank you for watching,